how's it going, all you guys and girls in the Illumination? Time to jump aboard the Loom Train. It's JJD, the Illuminator here, the sweet one. Also known by almost countless other aliases and nicknames, but we won't get into that right now. Another scorcher today. Humidity is just, once again has reared its ugly head. But besides all that, I hope you're cooling down or heating up or whatever it takes in your neck of the woods. But today I wanted to talk about something that is very near and dear to my heart, and that is the computer. Okay, the internet. The internet is something that I do believe that we all have agreed at some point that, especially if you get into it, over the last, I'd say, since around 1995, when homes really started to get the internet, things have changed a lot. But it became something that people just can't live without for the most part. It's like when you get a smartphone for the first time. I think basically you get to the point where it becomes so part of your daily life. I mean, for keeping track of your appointments and for simple things like playing games or texting or anything like that. But it becomes to the point where it comes to the point where you just can't believe that there was ever a time that you didn't have it. Now, I remember I was that way with when I first got CDs, because growing up with just the vinyl records and not so much 8 tracks. That was kind of like when I was very, very small. But by the time I was doing things myself, it was more like cassette tapes and records and everything. But knowing that CDs were around, and I was late to the game. I really didn't start buying CDs until around 1995, really around the same time. Because I knew what would happen, because eventually you replace all the music. You spend more money because now you need to have the music you listen to on CDs instead of on tapes and on record and everything. So you spend more money. But what happens is that you have to eventually conform. Like when VCRs became DVD players, that was the new thing. They didn't become DVD players, but you know what I mean. When VCRs became obsolete and you couldn't buy blank cassette tapes to tape on anymore, it became increasingly harder and harder. You have to go to DVDs, and now the switch went to the Blu-ray, but now it seems like all of that is getting obsolete and everything is on demand. So what basically happens is, because of the internet, this whole wave has basically happened. And I know I say the word basically a lot. It's an overused word. I should say essentially. Essentially what has happened is we become so engrossed on this technology that if it ever left, we would forget how to live. I think for the most part, a lot of us would forget how to live because it would be so hard to go back to what we used to do. Even paying bills. I know people at work that they don't even write checks anymore. I mean, unless you have to, you just pay everything online, and they say it's faster, it's easier. And I do it myself with a lot of things. But what would happen if we lost all of this technology? And it all stems to when computers actually, with this World Wide Web. That's what I think anyway. What do you guys think? I love you all. Take care. Stay safe. This is the Illuminator, and I'll be back.
Please, sir, I want some more.